Jason with Chicago News, and we've finally made it to our Car of the Year award for 2019. We're awarding that to the Kia Stinger, which for us was just something really new and fresh. You know, a lot of car companies are really focusing on SUVs and crossovers, and that's all fine and good, but to see a brand get behind a performance car, a rear-wheel drive performance car, something that enthusiasts can sink their teeth into, is something that we found really exciting, and we wanted to recognize that with the awards. We've got James Bell here with Kia to give the award over, and James, we've got a couple questions that we'd like to ask. First of all, what was the concept that Kia kind of backed the Stinger with? What was the idea behind coming out with that right now in the market?
The designer is a gentleman by the name of Gregory Guillaume, who's English and French. As a young boy, he was raised in Paris, and he remembers in the late 70s seeing Maseratis and classic GT cars, 4-seat sports cars, Ferraris, etc., heading down to the south of France with beautiful tan people with their luggage on board. And that is an image that always stuck with him. So he had approached then Kia, who he worked for, and says, I have this vision of a car that we don't have in our lineup at all. Would you be open to seeing it? He then, put pencil to paper, as they say, and made a design which it's one of the few cars in Kia's history that had very few modifications from upper management as it went from concept to production. A beautiful car has its own energy. And so that was where the idea first came from. What we then realized is that for the Kia brand to have a car that is really engaging, emotional, it touches your nerves in a really sexy way. Kia brand didn't have that. So the Stinger became real, and it's done exactly what we'd hope it do. Make people go, whoa, Kia, didn't see that coming.
Sure.
We scored.
Sure. Question I'm sure that you get asked quite a lot, especially a lot of enthusiasts are always asking about it. Yeah, they're always asking if there's going to be a manual transmission version, so I have to do my duty and ask.
I understand. I know the question well. The answer is no. We have discussed maybe doing it with a 4-cylinder model only, but with the V6. If you want to go fast, performance driver today, the fastest way to do it is with one of the more modern automatics, or paddle shift type transmission. So to be the highest performance does not mean manual anymore, even though, of course, it's fun.
Sure. With the car being rear drive, performance-based car, I have to ask too, are there any motorsports plans in the future for that platform?
We are exploring that right now. Obviously, the platform, as you said, rear-wheel drive, it's just cherry-picked for being a fantastic base for some sort of sports car racing program. Nothing to announce today, but the car's only been on sale for about a year, and the impact that it's having on the Kia brand is already very palatable. So now we're looking at maybe to accelerate a little bit more, maybe looking at motorsports, but nothing to announce today.
Sure. Great segue into my next question is, how has the reception been? How are the sales going for the Stinger? Tell us a little bit about that.
First full year of sales went well. What was the biggest impact though was, rather than the hard number of Stingers we sold, which I think was about 18,000, something like that, is what people traded in to buy one. BMWs, Lexus, Audi, Mercedes, people that normally would never have come into a Kia dealership for good reason. All of a sudden they are engaged in this car, they drive it, realize that in many ways it's harder edge and better performance than their Lexus or their Audi. So it's done a great job of introducing the Kia brand to a completely different customer. And in fact, we've had to speak with our dealer network to say, listen, these people expect a notch above.
Sure.
This is not somebody coming in to buy a Rio just because they're happy to be able to have a low monthly payment. These people need extra attention, so we've worked really hard with them on that.
Cool. And in that vein, now that there is a sort of a performance halo vehicle for Kia, are there any plans for more performance vehicles in the line, more kind of sporty examples?
Well, the Stinger has definitely done its job. I mean, continuing to collect awards, which we're very appreciative of. Yes, we have. We're looking at potential, higher performance trims of the Stinger itself, but then also I think what we weren't sure of when we introduced the Stinger was, would the Kia brand resonate in that space? It has. It is. It's one of the most respected vehicles on the show floor here, just for being kind of a shock to the system.
Yeah.
But then backing it up, it's not a new ad campaign. It's not just a pretty design. It's a damn good car to drive. So yes, we think that the Kia brand has established itself as being kind of unexpected in segments, and sports cars is one of those.
Great. Well, without further ado, we've got our award here for
Fantastic.
Car of the Year for the 2019 Kia Stinger.
I think this is great. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Oh, thank you, sir.
Mm-hmm.
We'll put this up proudly, I can tell you that.
Great.